All right, folks, hello. Thank you again for tuning in. We are here, Hidden Magic TV, with Barbara VIsoria with Barbie's Lip Shack. She's going to talk to us today about her evolution as a business owner and how she got started, right?
That's right.
Okay, so where are you from originally?
I'm originally from a small town in Pennsylvania called Clearfield, close to Penn State.
Close to Penn. Are you a Penn State fan?
Absolutely.
Are you really? I'm not a big sports person, so yeah. So you played. Talk about your background. You played volleyball.
I played a lot of sports in high school. Volleyball was my favorite.
Yeah. And you traveled?
I did travel a lot, not necessarily for volleyball, but when I got out of college, I ended up taking a job over in Saudi Arabia where I worked for 10 years and traveled the world pretty extensively at that time.
Now, see, I never knew that. Mm-hmm. Really? So then do you speak Arabic?
Sure, just a little bit. Not enough to carry on a conversation, but enough to do a CAT scan on a patient.
Wow, okay. So you were in corporate America, right?
Yes.
And let's talk about that. You were in healthcare, is that what I understand?
Yep.
Okay, so what did you do exactly in healthcare?
So I ended my career when I ran CAT scan departments. I also used to take care of an MRI department as well overseas. And I was in middle management for quite some time in my career.
Now, you said something when we were talking similar before we got into what all we're going to talk about. You said there was a corporate kind of takeover, and that kind of soured what you wanted to do. Is that right?
I think when corporation came in and took over the small hospitals and all of the hospitals, that healthcare just became a whole different realm of work. You know, I went to work for my patients and not necessarily for whether or not I was going to bring that dollar into that facility. You know, we always had that in the back of our mind, but it was our patients. That's what it was all about. And
so you felt like the corporations was more dollar driven than they were about.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But I loved every minute that I was with my patients.
Yeah. Well, I'm only bringing it up because I'm sure that there's probably some healthcare professionals that are feeling that same way, mm-hmm. and they're probably annoyed, or I think a lot of people out there, they have these ideas or ambitions that they want to do other things, mm-hmm. but they don't have the courage yet to do it. And I'm sure they're probably fighting the same demon that you were at one point with corporate takeover and corporate bureaucracy, as they say, yes. Right? And things got to be a certain way, and it's not necessarily always the best, right. And all that. So I guess you just decided you had enough, and you decided to walk away from it.
Well, I was in that industry for over 31 years, and like I said, I did love my career and my patients. But it was time. I reached a point where my children were getting ready to move out of the house, and this opportunity was placed in my lap, and I feel like God put it there for a reason. Yeah. And so I learned a lot about MLMs, which is multi-level marketing and network marketing, and I loved it. I don't call my career now network marketing. I call myself more of a friend collector, and it's been amazing.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. So when you went into the network marketing space, mm-hmm. how much was different from what you had to learn to operate versus what you learned when you were in healthcare?
Well, I would say it's a complete turnaround. I lived on a schedule when I was in corporate America with owning my own multi-level marketing company. I was my own boss. So I had to, even though I was a boss in corporate America, I had to learn how to be a boss to myself and to, make sure my time was managed well.
So what was one of the things that you learned from that experience?
I think one of my greatest takeaways from being in this arena now is it's not about you. It's not about your product. It's about giving back and how you make the other person feel, and what can you do to help that person. The product really doesn't matter. Just give your heart.
So how did you get the courage? You were in healthcare, and you decided to go out on your own and be a business owner. Where did that courage come from?
My husband is very, very supportive of what I do, and it just became a struggle to do what I was doing every day at the hospital. And he saw the potential that the business that I was in had, and he said, "Honey, if you're ready to go, just go do it. What do you have to lose?"
So he gave you that encouragement.
He gave me that encouragement. He gave me the thumbs up, the go ahead, and I never looked back.
Yeah.
It's been amazing.
Did you feel free? Did you feel...
I felt freed, but when you live that 9 to 5 all your life, it's scary too.
Yeah. Talk about that, because I know that fear is what's keeping a lot of people from going out on their own. And
I think that you just have to do it. For me, I didn't live my life the conventional way. I just told you I lived in Saudi for 10 years. I'm not the normal Jane out on the street. I'm willing to take that chance to be happy.
So you have to be willing to take a chance.
Yeah, you got to be willing to take a chance.
What about people that are scared to do that? How do they get over that fear?
I think make sure that your finances are in check. Make sure that you can support yourself prior to quitting your full-time gig, and then just go for it. Just go for it. Life's too short.
Yeah.
It really is.
Just go for it.
Just go for it.
Let's talk about the naysayers, right? Because you had this career, and by a lot of people's standards, I'm sure even some probably family standards, it was like, you have a safe job.
Yes.
You got this 1st and 15th. You're in this
Yes.
hospital. You're in this medical profession.
Yes.
It's held on a little bit of a pedestal. You're serving the community.
Yes.
You're helping mankind, humanity.
Yes.
And now you're gonna go out on your own. What did your family say?
Well, I had a few comments. Some of them took a few months to transpire before the comments started coming out, but one of them from probably my person that I didn't want to hear anything like this from was, "Have you run out of money yet?"
Oh God.
And I just keep plugging away and just keep giving back and just
Right.
keep going. I know I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah. So what was other negative family comments?
That was the one that stuck out in my head the most. I actually was home in Pennsylvania 2 weeks ago, and a really good friend of my brother's came to my stand where I was displaying my products, and he said, "Your brother's really proud of what you're doing." I'm gonna cry.
Okay, that's okay.
And so, I didn't know that until he told me that.
And that's sad.
Yes, that's awesome though.
I mean, it's
yeah,
cool
it's
now.
sad
But
and it's awesome though at the same time.
But your brother never let you know that?
Yeah, well, no, but he never, they never said, "Are you crazy for quitting your job?" But I didn't know that they actually
Secretly respected
Yes.
that you had the courage to do it.
Yes.
Now, the person that questioned your money value, was that fuel for you to say, "I want to prove them wrong"?
Yes, all of that is fuel. It's always fuel.
Yeah.
And all of the naysayers that are in my past, it's all fuel. But you know what? I don't focus on that anymore because that's tough.
Yeah.
I tend to focus on who can I help next, and are there any other ladies out there or men looking for something to give them a little change and a different perspective on life.
Well, that's cool. Now you have a team, right? You have
Yes.
a team of team associates. You said you have 40 people that are on your
Maybe
team.
41 today, I think.
41, okay. That are on your team. They work with you. You work with them. And you said in a pre-interview we were just doing, you said it was a sisterhood. Is that the way you put it?
Yes, we call each other Senna Sisters because we're with a company called Senegence International, and everything starts with Senny. So it doesn't even matter if you're on my team directly, if what you're doing affects my paycheck. None of that stuff matters. We're all there as a sisterhood to help each other.
Right. Now, you had said also that one of the things that attracted you to doing this was that they don't test products on animals. Is that right? Because you're a
Correct.
big animal lover.
Yes.
So talk about that a little bit.
So we are, our company is, all of our products are lead-free and wax-free. We abide by the standards of the FDA. We never test on animals. If that were the case, I would not represent this company. So I am a huge animal lover and animal advocate.
Well, that's, yeah, right.
We are the animals. We test on ourselves, but we are a 98% natural company, so what you're putting on your skin is coming from God's green earth. So
okay, well, that's very admirable in today's green economy, right? So for the viewer, and I noticed that there was a phrase that y'all used about anti-aging, right? So you said that there was something that y'all have that takes away or breaks down.
yeah, so all of our products, even our color products like our cosmetics, contain a kinetic enzyme that actually promotes cellular renewal from the bottom up. And you will actually notice a difference within about 23 to 25 days of lessening of your wrinkles and dark spots and things like that. It's pretty amazing.
It seems like anti-aging here recently in the last 3 or 4 years have really spiked with the general consumer becoming aware, right, that okay, we are aging, we got to do something about it. And there's science and technology products out there that can help stop that process. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely.
So this phrase of 60 is the new 40 and all that,
I totally agree.
Yeah, you're seeing that to be very true.
Very true.
Yeah.
Take care of your skin. Your skin is your largest organ on your body.
Right. So what are some skincare techniques or tips that you would tell the general?
Well, when I first got into this company, we're all about our lipstick. We do have anti-aging skincare, but our mother product is our lipstick that doesn't smudge off, smear off, kiss off. And so I think one of the things that ladies will do in the morning is do their entire makeup routine and then leave the house with no lipstick because they feel like it's just going to rub off on their coffee cup or on their teeth, and it's just they're going to have to reapply in a half hour. Well, with our products, you don't have to reapply. Once you put them on, you're good to go, except for possibly adding a little gloss on your lips.
Okay, very cool.
And then, other techniques, just blend well. When you're using our cream to powder cosmetics, use a good blending brush and make sure you're blending very well.
All right. Now, and what you learned about business and things like that, and having a team and having to communicate with the team, what business tips would you pass on to someone out there that is in business, they're doing their thing? What have you learned being in business for yourself and working and having to manage other people? What are some business tips you can give them?
Well, I think there's a big difference between managing people on this end and managing people like I used to do in the corporate world. In the corporate world, they had a 9 to 5. They had to be there every day. In this business, they're more like your volunteer army. So just love on everybody. Love them where they're at. Help them when they need help. Feel their pain when they have pain, and bring them out of the trenches when they need that help. Education you can get from the leaders. Just be there to support your team emotionally and with whatever they need. Okay. You never know what people are going through.
Yeah, that's very true. So you may have team members that might be seeming like things are okay, but you don't know what they're really secretly dealing with.
Yeah, just stay connected.
So I'm going to kind of go back and I want to revisit this one more time. For those people that are out there, they are thinking about wanting to start some kind of... Now, you're accepting new team members, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So people that are out there and they want to do something, but they're scared and they're kind of stuck. And they might be in healthcare. I mean, I know you kind of gave them a real simple, well, just go do it.
Yeah,
right.
Well, we have a lot of folks in healthcare. Healthcare and teachers are two of the number one professions that come over into this business because A, they're very methodical in the way that they do business, because as a nurse or any type of healthcare provider, you need to follow the steps A, B, C, D, and not deviate from that. You can kill somebody. Yeah. So we're very good at following instruction. And teachers, they're looking for more sometimes, or just to connect with another group of sisters.
Okay. Last minute advice you would tell somebody to get off the couch and go start a business? And they have an idea, they have this urge, they have this itch, but they're scared to actually do it. What would you suggest?
I would say definitely direct sales is the way to go.
To get started.
And to just be patient and give it 90 days. Like, be coachable, be patient, give it 90 days and see what you can do.
Okay.
With Senegence International, it's only $55 to join, and then you have access to all our training materials and the back office, and it's just, you never know until you try.
Yeah. Okay.
Give it a whirl.
Give it a whirl. All right. Well, folks, that's going to be it for this segment. We got some cool magic tricks coming up next. I think we're going to go to a location too. Show you what some of the things I did on the road. Thank y'all for tuning in, and until next time, be sure to, if you have any questions, feel free to send me some emails. You can do that, and I'll try to get your questions answered. I'm going to put up Barbara's email if you have any questions that you want to ask her about anti-aging or blending that she mentioned or any of that. You can send those directly to her. Thank you all again, and you all have a good day. Thanks.
And the proof is in the kiss. Thank you, Dewayne.
Now, see, that was easy, wasn't it?
Yeah, sweating my